All right, thank you guys for joining us today. We are joined by Charlie Hawke and Avery Wiseman. And so Charlie will be swimming the 1, 200, and 500 freestyle, as well as some relays, and Avery will be swimming the 1 and 200 breaststroke, as well as some relays at NCAA's. And so we'll open it up for questions.
So for both of you, either one can go first. Can you just talk about your excitement and your expectations heading into the meet?
Yeah, it's a very exciting time of year heading to NCAA's, coming right off of SECs. SECs is obviously a great competition and great way to sort of see where we're at this point of the season. So very exciting to get another chance to sort of prove ourselves, hopefully improve on our results from SECs. It's, like I said, great competition, some of the fastest swimming in the world. So it's always super exciting to get to race that and then sort of measure ourselves up against that very high standard. And as for expectations, kind of what I said before, like looking to improve, always just kind of looking to take that next step forward from a personal perspective, which I think if you can kind of take another step forward going from SECs to NCAAs, I think that's always good for personal, but also for the team. That'll help the team move up and score some big points.
I'm excited to race with a new group of people this year at NCAA's. It's always fun, especially for freshmen, to be part of a team, because I feel like as an upperclassman, I can share my excitement with them so that they're not nervous or anything. And for expectations, I mean, I'm just there to race. I'm excited to race again. I love racing, so I don't really have hard expectations on myself. I'm not going to hold myself to a standard that I know I can't keep, so.
Yeah, for both of you, talk to me a little bit about what it means to represent the school and your teammates on such a big platform like this.
Yeah, it's very special to have the opportunity to represent Alabama. I think regardless of the level that we're doing it at, whether it be the first dual meet of the season, SECs, or luckily enough to get the chance to represent us at NCAA's. I think it's definitely a more unique situation when we have a smaller group going, so not the whole team is represented. So it's very special to be able to get the opportunity to represent the University of Alabama on such a high stage, and hoping to do the whole team and the whole school proud. And yeah, you can definitely feel the support from not just the team, but like the entire support staff that we have, even though they might not be there with us on deck. But yeah, very special opportunity.
Yeah, going off what Charlie said, I think it's really special for us as a smaller group to represent our school, especially because I think it's just nice for us to have like a chance to represent our school as a smaller group. And I think we have a very good support staff behind us, so it's easy to not feel alone.
So both of you are advancing to the NCAA championships for the third time. Congratulations. How does having that experience already impact you?
Yeah, so third time having the chance to race there. Each year you definitely learn more and more. I think I remember going in my freshman year just being like in awe at the level of the meet and the level of the swimmers that were there. So I think it's great to come off of each year learning a little more, not just about the meet itself, but also about ourselves, sort of how to prep and how to back up after SECs better the next year. Kind of like what I talked about earlier, always looking to improve and do better. So having two chances to sort of see how we go into that meet and see how we do in that meet, and sort of reassess the plan going into a meet like that is really helpful. And then just kind of knowing what to expect going in there, not sort of being surprised at anything. We know what we're going into, and hopefully with that knowledge we can go and get some really good results there.
Yeah, I mean, my freshman year, I was terrified. I was racing like 3 Olympic medalists in the 200 breaststroke, and I feel like going into it this year, I don't feel as different from those people anymore. I feel like I deserve to be there as much as anybody else does. So I don't feel very nervous, and I think it'll be a good racing opportunity again, especially in like the 200 breaststroke where Alex Walsh is ranked first in like everything. But I think it'll be good.
Do you feel more prepared mentally going in third time?
Yes, I definitely do.
For sure. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, like I said, less of that like uncertainty. Like we know what we're going into, and kind of like what Avery said, like feels less of like a we're lucky to be there, and it definitely more of like a we're going to go and compete and not just kind of turn up.
So there's a lot of freshmen and sophomores traveling with y'all. How much impact has those group have on the team so far this season?
Yeah, it's really cool how many underclassmen we have going. At least I know on the guy side, we are only graduating out one of our guys that's going, I believe. So special for them to get that opportunity like we did when we were younger. And also very exciting for years to come. I think we have a great team this year, and I think we're going to do really special things this year. But to kind of go into this knowing that we'll be back again next year with basically the exact same team is very exciting from like an improvement perspective. And then it's exciting for them to get the chance. I think it's always good signs for the team when you've got a really good group of young guys coming up. And I'm just excited to see how they go.
Yeah, our women's freshman team is by far one of the better teams I have seen come through this school. And it's amazing to watch them go from SECs and then go to NCAAs their first ever year. It feels amazing to have like me be a upperclassman and see them, and hopefully I can mentor them as best as I can and help them go through it. But no, they impress me every single day with what they do.
So still talking about your younger teammates, both of you really have impressive resumes. How have you stepped into a leadership role on this team? Avery, you were kind of touching on that already.
Yeah, especially when it comes to relays, since I've been on a relay since my freshman year. And especially those medley relays where almost everybody is a freshman except for me. I feel like I've taken on this like motherly role, so I can help them and calm them down and just talk them through like it's just a race. It doesn't matter at the end of the day. As long as you put your best foot forward, like no matter what happens, we'll still be a team, and I will still be proud of them. So,
Making us feel old up here. Yeah, it's definitely been a different role to take on this year. I think just helping them out as much as possible. It's always funny to see freshmen come in the first couple weeks, and they're so like bright-eyed, like making sure they do like everything. Like we make a joke, like especially in our group, whenever freshmen come in, they're just sprinting from the first lap of practice, just going all out. So it's great to have seen them progress, and hopefully I've had some positive impact being able to sort of help them, like Avery said, like calm them down, hopefully a little bit if they ever get too nervous heading into a race. I know that all the first experiences through college can be like a lot to deal with, first dual meet, first SECs, first NCAAs. So hopefully having myself, Avery, and then a couple of the other older guys and girls who have been to this stage has helped them kind of calm down and understand that it is just another swimming race.
So you both captured a podium finish at SECs. How do you plan to use that momentum coming up at NCAAs?
Yeah, SECs was really good for both of us. Both managed to get on the podium, which is always really super special at SECs. It's such a competitive conference. If you're podium at that level, it's usually a pretty good sign for things to come. Great confidence to be able to, get the hand on the wall when it matters. I think you see a lot of the time people can swim fast at random times of the year, but ultimately it comes down to if you can get there in the race that matters. So super cool to have that opportunity to get those results when it mattered in that SEC final, and just hoping to be able to kind of do the same thing, whether it be in prelims at NCAAs to get into that A final or, hopefully in that A final moving up positions.
yeah, working off what Charlie said, it only matters on the day. So, being able to do it on the day gives me confidence in myself that when the day comes at NCAAs, I can still do it.